Good morning, dear students. It's your science teacher, and today we will continue with the same chapter, that is chapter number 5, which deals with the topic plant reproduction. So, my dear students, in our previous class, we have learned about structure of a seed. So, what are the different parts of a seed, how it protects the seed, and which part provides food for the baby plant. So these were the things that I have explained you in our previous class. So in today's class we will be starting a new topic, that is germination. So now if you see here in this picture, you can see different stages of plant starting from seed to the seedlings. So this process is called as germination. So now, in order to undergo this process called germination, the seed has to grow under the right condition. So favorable conditions are required in order to undergo this process called germination. So the seeds grow into new plants under the right conditions. Now, what are these conditions? So these conditions are the presence of air, light, warmth and optimum amount of water. So the necessary conditions for germination are water, air, we can call as oxygen also, water, oxygen, temperature, or we can call as warmth, and light. So these are the four different conditions which are required for the process called germination, or which are required to grow a seed. Now, if these conditions are fulfilled, a seed grows into a seedling. So, in order to grow a seed into a seedling, so these are the required conditions to grow into seedlings. So, if these conditions are not there, so we cannot see a seed growing into a complete seedlings. So these are the favorable conditions. These are the conditions that are required to grow a seed into a seedlings. So this process of growing of seed into a seedling is called germination. So now, if these favorable conditions are there, and if a seed grows into a seedling, so the process of growing of seed into a seedling, this process is called as germination. So you can see here in this picture also. So now here you can see different stages of seed growing into a seedling. So now in order to complete this process, what are required is some favorable conditions are required. So some favorable conditions are like air, light, temperature, water. So these are the favorable conditions. If these four different conditions are there in the soil, so seed can easily grow into a seedling, completing a process called germination. So my dear students, related with this germination process, you can perform a small activity there at home also. So I'll just tell you the process. So if you get some time, so you can just try this activity at home as well. So what is the activity is, now how you can see the process of germination growing there in the seed. So for this you can try activity there at home. Take some seeds of gram, soak them overnight. In the morning, tie them in a clean cloth. So what you can do is, you can take some seeds. You can take gram seed, or you can take even bean or pea seeds. Now after that, what you have to do is soak them overnight. So you have to soak them overnight there in the water. In the morning, tie them in a clean cloth. So you have to keep this for whole night, and in next day there in the morning, tie them in a clean cloth. Now after tying them in a clean cloth, sprinkle water on them 2 to 3 times throughout the day. So after keeping the seeds there in the clean cloth, you have to sprinkle water for 2 to 3 times throughout the day. After that, leave them like that for one more night. So after sprinkling the water for 2 to 3 times throughout the day, you have to leave one more night. Now after that, the next morning you will see a tiny white root like structure coming out of the seeds. So after following the steps, in next day what you can see is, or in next morning what you can see is, a tiny white root like structure coming out of the seeds. Take one seed and carefully peel off its seed coat. So we have learned about seed coat. The outer covering of the seed is called as seed coat. So what you can do is, you can take one seed and just peel out the outer covering of that particular seed. Observe the different parts of the seed. So after peeling out the covering or the seed coat of the seed, what you can observe is, you can observe the different parts of the seed. So my dear students, this is the activity which you can perform there at home. Now you don't need any sort of devices to perform this activity. So you just need some seeds. It can be the gram seed or pea seed or bean seed. So what you can do is, you can soak them overnight. After that you can follow the steps whatever I told you, and after 2 nights what you can see is a tiny white root like structure coming out of the seeds, and after that you can observe different parts of the seed. So this is a small activity which you can perform there at home. And now in next upcoming class we will be learning about now new topic, that is dispersal of seed dispersal. So till then, keep revising whatever is taught for this chapter number 5 till now. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please dedicate your time in studies. Thank you.